Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Ha. Goodness. I'm not getting ventilation too. All right, so good. Everybody online? Anybody online? Is the network okay? Oh, my phone's on. Is anybody online? Just say hi. Oh yeah, Simon. Okay. Good afternoon, good day, a great historical mentor. Okay. That's really very funny. Hi. Brabandi Obava. This is my beloved brother. Mr. Jolly or John Oko Obokia. Okay. How's it going? Hope you all are having a beautiful, wonderful day over there. And I'm also having a beautiful, wonderful time over here. It's been a stressful day. The day one passes. So how's everyone going? It's a beautiful sunny afternoon down here in the ancient city of Benin, precisely Sape Road, where I am relaying live from. So yeah, so if you're online, you want to join our program, probably you have something you want to tell the viewers, or you want to tell every participant of this program, you can call in live. Yeah, you can call through the program. I think there's a way you do that. You can call, and I'm sure that everybody will be more than willing to listen. But however, today's program is going to be exciting, like it promises to always be exciting. Nothing much to talk about though, but nothing much to talk about, but we can talk about one or two things before draining my battery. Okay. So I greet all of you, those who are participating in this program for the very first time. I appreciate all of you who's already online to... Oh, okay, I can see my in-law online. Irene Oba. If you want to participate, you want to call through the program, just you can call through. Irene Obaze, so that you can ask questions. Let's make today question and answer segment. You want to know about Benin? Always said I would know. Sorry, call came through. You ask a question of what you want to know in Benin. I attempt to answer them. Then attempt to answer them, and the village. That's a technical question. I want to know the village Oba came from. I want to know the village Oba came from. Can you talk about the juju in Benin, like their history? It's not juju. There are so many. According to you, Osman of Yahweh, what are the juju that you are talking about? You don't have juju in Benin. We only have deities. Deities and Ihe. I want to know more history about Iguyase village. I won't be able to know all the history of every communities in Benin Kingdom. So I certainly don't know the history of Iguyase. Iguyase. Igwe is village now. Iguyase village. No, it's not correct. It could have been Iyase village or Iguyase. I want to know the village the Oba came from. The village Oba came from. I'm thinking it's a tough question. Hello? No wahala. Tomorrow, no call, just come office by 9. come office by 9, whether I do office or I do opposite anyone. Mm. Mm. Sorry about that. Okay, technically it will be Ogbe. If you want to know the village the Oba is from, it will be Ogbe. Ogbe. Some of the deities that you listed, Oba Ewuare, they are not ancestrally of Benin origin. So there are some of these deities or juju or whatever you call them. Some of them are not from Benin. Some of them are foreign idols. Let me not use the word idols. Some of them are foreign deities in Benin lands, but most of them are of Benin origin. For example, Yorubas are trying to say that Ogun is from Yoruba and all that. I don't think that's true. Alright, so there's also a practice of Ogun even before the Ogun deity started being propagated. So I would say Ogun is of Benin origin. It's also, the Yoruba also have an origin story of Ogun. Then Eziza, obviously Eziza means tornado. Eziza is a Benin deity. Shango or Romila are Central India now. But I listened to one folk tales the other day. They were trying to propound that Esa Goso is of Benin origin. So I've not been able to substantiate. It's one part of Benin history that I really don't pick so much interest in. It's the deities and all that. I think the only one I've ever done extensive research about is Oba Ewuare. I think that's the only deity I picked so much interest. That's because of the outstanding personality of Oba Ewuare was before he became deified, before he turned himself into a river and became deified. And so that's why I picked special interest. But deities like Ovia is one of the most angry. I don't know. Any Ovia, that sort of thing. So Ovia, deities like Ovia, they are Benin origin, obviously. And quite a few numbers of those deities, but not all of them. Not all. So some people try to make a rules out of, because some of these deities are not of Benin origin, some of these deities are of Yoruba origin. That makes how am I going to put it? That makes the whole argument of Benin Yoruba. They're trying to put that argument forth. They're trying to put that argument forth of because some of these deities down in Benin land are from Yoruba, and that makes Benin from Yoruba, that sort of a thing. So, but also put this argument forth that Olokun deity is a Benin deity, but also being served in Yoruba land. The origin of Olokun is in Benin land, so it doesn't make Yoruba also Benin. So, and quite a number of other ideas, So, yeah, I like I said, Mr. Frosh Lock. Funny name. Frosh Lock Osman of Yahweh. I'm not really into I'm not really into deities perceptively. I don't read much about them. So, but I think there's a book that was dedicated to Ovia deity. There's a book, so there's an extensive history about Ovia as a deity. But I don't take time in reading it. So because they are all books, I've seen books written specifically for Ovia. I've seen Ominigmo. I've seen works of Iha. I've seen Ogwega books written. So they are all in the collection of Institute for Benin Studies. But in that spirituality section of Benin culture, history, I don't tend to pick interest. So I don't do readings about that. So sorry, my bad. I don't know much. I won't be able to tell you about Ovia, the Ovia deity. Elegbe. I will not answer that question because if you've been Promise Newton, if you've been following my classes, I did a very, very extensive discussion on Elegbe, Prince Elegbe. I did a very, very extensive historical analysis on Prince Elegbe, who Prince Elegbe was, and how he left Benin to go and found Ugu Kingdom, where the headquarters of Ugu Kingdom was stationed at Umogun Zuagbo, which today is now referred to as Umogun Nehere. So I talked about that. So because of that, Newton, I won't be able to talk about Elegbe today again. So just look for the video. I think about 4 or 5 videos ago. So just look for that video. You won't be able to find something about it. So I did something about Prince Elegbe. Thanks for understanding the Promise Newton. So if there are other questions, you can come up and ask questions. There are other questions, ask. So invite others to join. Oh God! Where are you getting hurt? Okay. Yeah. So basically, okay, can someone be a Muslim or Christian to perform tradition? Yeah, of course. Can someone be a Muslim or Christian still perform tradition? Obviously. Oba Ewuare. I did an extensive video about 47 minutes on Oba Ewuare. Oba Ewuare was a Christian here. He was also an Oba. So being an Oba means he must perform all the tradition of the land. He's compelled by the laws of the land to perform the traditions of the land. So being a Christian does not dispel you if he wants to. So, but some wouldn't want to do that, but some can still do that. So it depends on your level of orientation, your perception of how you see these things. that they are not entirely that too different from practices. So that's how you see these things. What to talk about? Edo Benin are Edo Benin names similar to Yoruba? Do you have Ola, Shadi, Odus as names? Fadi, Shewa, Iwalewa. I think I was able to pronounce that one very well because I had my first degree in Oba Ewuare University in Ife. So I think I was more of like a PR of my department for like straight 2-3 years. So the first time I was calling Yoruba names, it was terrible. So, but other subsequent times, my friends had to now pull me through. So I think I'm able to get that well. I taught Umowunokwa. Umowunokwa was the capital, was one of the territories, one of the communities inside Ugu Kingdom. The capital of Ugu Kingdom was Umowunzwagbo. The one you now refer to as Umowunehere, not Umowunokwa. Imani le Umowunehere oya di Umowu nagiti enokwa na do bolose nehere na iti nehere na. So no. Benins don't have Olashade or Odus. Okay, like Odus, we have a lot Odus, like Oduwa, Izodomwen, like my name. But Ola, no, we don't have Shade, we don't have Ola. But there are similarities in culture. I think that the spelling, it is one of the most controversial history, the relationship between the Benins and the Ife people. As I'm talking to you now, I received calls today, even today, that some of our Benin people misbehaving because they feel or they believe that the Obas of Benin that are from Yoruba. But this is all about perceptions of history. It's about your knowledge, about your conviction of what the truth is or might be. So if you ask me, I am 100% convinced that the Obas of Benin are pure Benin people. I'm 100% convinced or 150% convinced. But it's not time for... I'm almost outgrowing that stage of my life, having argued with Yorubas for the past 3 years or 4 years of my life, of who the Obas are, or of who Oromi or Duduwa are, of their Benin ancestry and all that. I think I'm almost going through the part, I'm almost outgrowing the part where, and I have to believe that instead of we looking at our differences, we should strive to build on our shared history rather than make a mess or start to fight over what is true or what is not true. Alright? The Yorubas are Yorubas, the Benins are Benins. At one point in our history, we shared some part of our history. Yoruba shared some part of our history, the Benin shared some part of Yoruba history. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we should rather build on those shared history that connect us rather than start trying to bring discrepancies about whether who is right or who is not right. So, in as far as the Obas of Benin, whether in public forum whether in private meetings or whatever, has never mentioned that they are Yorubas all throughout the history. So therefore means that they are not. So, and we the Benins are also very convinced for what the history that our ancestors passed from one generation to the other of who Oromia is to us. So I think that's what is most important. Okay, having a shared history and don't have to make a mess of who is superior in terms of history. Ojo. I think the part of Yoruba that bears Ojo is Ondo. The part of Yorubas that bear Ojo is Ondo. So at one point in history, Ondo people were part of Benin. So most of these names that it's mostly shared between Yorubas, similarly Yorubas and the Benins are more of like Ondo people. All the Benins believed Emani left Udo. They were Udo migrants in one of the wars between Udo and Benin. So some of the Udo people ran, and we believed that they were the one who founded or who established Ondo. So we also believe they're like in the 54 families of Benin, there are 2 families that still reside in Benin, in Ondo. One of my ex-girlfriend, a family, I told her the other time that your real ancestral home is at present day Ondo. She was like, no, we are Benins, and you are Benins. At one point in history, Ondo was not part of what you now call Yoruba land, it was part of Benin lands. And there were Benin people because Benin lands, there were Benin people there. So that stayed there. So during when they were now cutting states and all that, so they cut Ondo with Yoruba land. So the Benin people there have been acculturized and they are now more or less Yoruba. But it doesn't make them ancestrally Yorubas. So I think I explained that one because Egbogi and the great Layewu. Go to the palace, you get it, but we are doing all the best that we can to talk sense to some people so that they can reduce that book. I think presently now is 75,000. Presently now is 75,000 to get the Benin Red Book. Because someone got last week. I got for someone last week. 75,000. So finding a way to reduce it so that it can get to everybody. Maybe maximum 10,000. Eku family people. Eku. I really don't know of that, of what you meant by Eku family people, Mr. Fade Shewa Iwalewa. I don't know what you meant by Eku. Can someone buy chieftaincy title in Benin Kingdom? Oh, you don't buy chieftaincy title in Benin. You earn it. You don't buy it, you earn it. I did give it though. Don't buy chieftaincy title in Benin. You earn it. Do you want to buy? Yoruba did not come out from Edo people. Yoruba, me, madam, I don't know whether it's Mr. or madam, serve favor, aso water. Yoruba did not come out from Edo people. Yorubas are Yorubas, Benins and Benins, or Edo, however you want to call it. None of them came from one another. Go and look at that video, Mr. Promise Newton. You get all these things you're asking. Azigidi of Oronigbe. I think I also mentioned something like that. Of Oronigbe and all that. How those Oronigbe, Ewesi, Umogunokwa, Orogo, They are all brothers. The Inigis, the heads of these people, they are all brothers. Even with the sword that Naiduati is so cool, it was brought from Oronigbe and all that. I explained it in that video. So it's Yoruba. Yoruba did not come from Benin. Benin did not come from Yoruba. We only had, at one point in our history, we only had a leadership connection of their leader also having a connection to our leader, when I mean our Oba. So that there was a connection of leadership at one point in time in our history. So the only controversy there is that the Yoruba says that at about the time Benin had no king, alright, they gave us Oromia, a Yoruba prince. So that is version number one. There's another version that said that the Yorubas came to conquer Benin and made Oromia. Oromia brought troops to conquer Benin people, and then that became their king. That's version number two. Then the Benins believed that the Oromian that came, his father or his grandfather, however the Yoruba want to put it, because some historians in Yoruba land believes that Oromia is the grandson of Oduduwa. White some believe that Oromia is the direct son of Oduduwa. So the point is, it doesn't matter. Alright? Oromia is an offspring of Oduduwa. Now what the Benins have said, that Oduduwa was a Benin prince, exiled prince. Alright? So the Yorubas have said, no, that we had no king. And we went to them to collect a king, to beg for a king. And so the Benins believed, why would we leave our numerous numbers, able-bodied Benin sons and daughters, proud ones, and go to a foreign land to go and take a foreigner to preside over them? So the Benins believe that it doesn't make sense. That the only way they would have gone to Ife was that if there was someone of Benin extract that has a royal blood, alright, in Ife, that they went to trace. So because the person could not come, he sent his grandson or his grandson, as the case may be. So that is the controversy between the Ife. Not really a serious controversy. I'm only trying to understand why my ancestors had. I'm not trying to take away the creator. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Father Shewa, are you from Ondo? What part of Yoruba are you from? What part of Yoruba are you from? So that's what I'm trying to say. We are not trying to give credit to anybody. We are just trying to generally explain. So some people, it's a controversy that is still brewing, and I'm sure you are aware, between the Benins and the Yorubas. Not almost the entire Africa, please. Part of West Africa, not in Africa. The whole Africa. Part of Africa, not the entire. Part of West Africa. Yeah, larger part of West Africa, but not almost the entire Africa. There were other strong civilizations, strong empires in other places in Africa, not even the entire Nigeria. Benin did not control the entire Nigeria. So while we are talking, we should also give credit to other empires or kingdoms that existed right when Benin was also existing. So okay, I'm actually African American. We have a brother that also did his DNA test. Michael also did his DNA test recently, and he found that he's from Nigeria and he's from Benin. from Benin. So I think it's coming to Benin. It's paying a visit to Benin sometime in December. We're in talk almost every day, so we're already making arrangement for him for his coming. So what part in Nigeria? Okay, my DNA says Sanedua Yoruba, so that's beautiful. So it's a mixture of Sanedua and Yoruba, so it's okay. Father Shawai Walewa. So So if you have other questions, please ask. Let me get water. Okay. So, like I was saying, if there are other questions, we can. Akalaka. Yeah. Who's Akalaka? Akalaka is a Benin warrior. That one of those Benin warriors in the times of Oba Ewuare. One of those Benin warriors during the times of What's the name of the cloud? Okay, many questions. Let me just quickly take it one at a time. Akalaka was a Benin warrior who was also who faced the rout of Oba Ewuare during the time of the purge, where some stringent laws were placed because Oba Ewuare the first lost his two sons, Crown Prince Oba Ewuare and Prince Izodomwen, the same day. So he put some stringent laws that dispelled that sort of told on the Benin people, the Edo people, to did a mass emigration. There was a mass emigration from Edo land to other regions, so that's how Akalaka also left. So he eventually left, passed through some parts in Delta, Abo Kingdom, and go to present-day River State. Where he gave birth to Ekpeye as his first son. Then the second son was Oba. It is believed that Akalaka it's an indigen of Ogba areas down Airport Road. So his second son was Ogba. Then third son was Ewuare. It's not called Iwunroha, tongue, language difference, because these people were not surrounded by Igbo speaking people, so it affected their tongues and mode of communication. So, but the third son of Akalaka was Ewuare, now called Iwunroha. So the Iwunroha has a nickname. I think they have a nickname that is quite popular, that is very popular, Query people. So the Query people, the Ogba people, the Ekpeye people, they are all situated in present-day River State. They are all three sons of Akalaka, a Benin migrant, a Benin warrior migrated from Benin warrior migrated from Benin. There's a song that said, oh no. Akalaka, you said, is different. I sang the song in our last video. Otogbe, Otalaka. Akalaka is different from Alaka. You remove that AK. Alaka. Those adjoining streets at the back, no, the side of the palace. The side in our Lakatier. Otogbe, Otalaka. There's Ogbe, there's Alaka. Then there's Ogbe Laka, and there's Ogbe Nalaka. Otogbe Otalaka, that is Ogbe Nalaka. The place, the fusion, the meeting point between the Alaka section of a greater Ogbe and the beginning of Ogbe. Eva te Ogbe Nalaka. So Eva Anabidu. It was sung by Samori and Oen. Edo State is part of South-South, and South-South are part of Biafra. So why is Edo State Biafra? Just a simple question. How can Edo State be part of Biafra when the word Biafra itself is a colony in present-day Cameroon? How can Edo State be part of Biafra, a phenomenon, an ideology that was created by Ojukwu just some few years ago here? How can Edo, that have been existing for more than 2,000 years, now be part of an ideology that is less than 70 years? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So, saying South-South is part of Biafra is one of the dumbest things that anybody can say online. Dumbest thing anybody can say online. Also, saying that Edo State is part of Oduduwa is one of the dumbest things anybody can say online. Because in reality, Benins have existed hundreds and thousands of years before the emergence of Oduduwa, both in Benin recorded history and Yoruba recorded history. So, a older civilization cannot be part of a younger civilization. So Biafra is just an ideology of Ojukwu. Edo was already existing for over 2,000 years. When I mean over 2,000 years, I'm talking about organized, governmental, monarchical system. Very organized. So eventually that become part of Biafra, an ideology that is about 50, 60 years ago. And the original word Biafra was Biafara, a colony, a Portuguese colony that they named, just like Lagos now. There's also a place in Portugal that is called Lagos. So just so they also named Biafara, a place in present-day Cameroon. So, why is Edo State under Oduduwa? Edo State is not under Oduduwa. What's the name of a Caladeran's mother? I'll find that. I think I used to know her name. The name of a Caladeran's mother. I can't really remember now. So, can't really remember now. So, Mr. Hillwater, those are just propagandas. We have addressed that in our press conference November 18, 2018. I've addressed that. If you say Edo is part of Biafra, bring facts. Bring historical fact. Prove it. How? What makes Edo people? Does Edo people have any connections with Igbo? At one point in history, were the Edo people subservient to Igbo people? These are facts. Is there any recorded historical archives that the Edo people is under Biafra or Igbo people. So these are some of the things that should be looked at from. Otherwise, if they are not such fact, it doesn't make sense. They are claiming now. They are claiming. Claiming does not mean you own it. I can decide to say that Edo owns Enugu. It's claim. It doesn't. There are no historical archives. But when we tell the Igbos that Onitsha people are Benin people, we have proofs. That's the difference. Igbos don't have proofs about these fallacies that they dispel on public forums. But when the Benin tell them that you're Onitsha, we own it, was founded by Benin princes and princesses. We have proofs, more than enough proofs. So when we tell them some of these things, we have facts. We are not talking blindly. I checked the Oduduwa map. Have you checked the recent Edo map, the one my association launched? Have you checked the one that my association launched? Association of Great Benin Descendant. Yoruba, a larger part of Yoruba is also inside. So putting Edo into Oduduwa map does not make Edo part of Oduduwa. That's the point. It doesn't make it was just some bunch of miscreants, online miscreants, some bunch of online miscreants of Yoruba extract that was just trying to be smart, at the same time foolish. So in what sense that the Edo people, they are Oduduwa? They should provide a history that says that Edo people are Oduduwa people. Failure to do so, it means that they're all bad at that. I won't be able to do that, Lucia Sanchez. I don't engage in political matters. I don't challenge corrupt politicians. I'm trying to build something deeper than what it is. I'm trying to first of all reposition the minds of my people on who they really are. If we can get that one right, they will not be able to make choices of good leaders that are not corrupt. So the problem is that the minds of the general public of Benin people is not the way it used to be. They are having a mindset devoid of moral, how do I put it? I'm trying to use the right word. The old Benin society had strong moral values. The whole Benin society had integrity. So it was about your integrity, your honesty before your pocket. So we have to train this generation that this was how the old Benins were thinking, and that's what made them great, outstanding and unique to every other individuals in the world. If we can't be able to teach them that and reposition their minds on what was it that made former glory of Benin shine to the extent that the world were envious of us, will not be able to fix politics. Politics is not it's not, I don't feel every other person can talk about politicians. I don't. I just don't. I try not to. Sometimes I am pained to, but I don't. That's his headache. By the time you get to Warri, you now have how many ethnic groups that makes up Warri? Urhobo, Itsekiri, and Ijaw. Of that 3 ethnic groups, Itsekiri have an ancestry trace to Yoruba. Itsekiri have an ancestry trace to Benin. Then Urhobo are ancestrally Benin people. So how do the Igbos now have Warri? So these are facts I have asked them to produce. Nnamdi Kanu is just talking amiss. Those things he's saying are practically not fixable. When it comes to push, when I have been on ground, I've traveled to these places, I have interacted with their kings. I know how they think. I know how they think of their ancestral home in Benin. So I know how that war will be won when that time comes of choices. You want a referendum done in Delta? I am sure that Igbos will not be able to put 10% from Delta population. Benin will be able to pull as much as 60% of where people were aligned to. So we are going to get there someday, and we know how it's going to play out. We know the politics are going to play out. So talking is different from fixability. The only thing that is sure for the Biafras is their 5 states. Southeast. That is the only thing that is sure for them. So crossing to Rivers State, I can also tell you, are they going to pick Ikwere? Ikweres are ancestrally Benin. I've outlined it. Are they going to pick Ebeye? It's a no-go area. It's a no-go area. That's the area that I'm so certain because I've been there tens of times. I've had meetings with all their royal majesties. Even their late Ezilogbo was a personal friend. It was a, let me not say personal, it was my father. We had the cause to interact on several occasions. So we don't do politics in our culture. Yeah. Talk about our kingdom. I don't talk about politics, and your correct are those Yorubas doesn't know where they are from. Brother, I think joining Biafra is better than being part of Nigeria made by Britain. Louis Osas. Benin was a country of its own. We're a sovereign nation. We understand how a country works. We have been independent for about 1,400 years. We had a structural, administrative, political structure that is envied by every individuals in the world, by every government in the world. The Igbos, they have not had what we call a country of their own for 1 year. So they don't understand what leadership is all about. Then suddenly they are coming out to subsume those who have understood the principle of leadership for this long under them. We know Nigeria is not working, as a matter of fact. But who said that we as a people cannot carve a niche for ourselves, and by excluding Biafra. Biafra should be a country that revolves around their 5 states. 5 states. If Nigeria disintegrates, Edo should have a country of their own. They are big enough. Edo is almost the size of 3 states in Igbo land. Edo as a state is bigger than several countries in the world. So, all we just need, we just merge with Delta and probably River State. I'm part of Bayelsa. Okay, I can leave Bayelsa alone. I can form a great country. So. Up here, Eunice Igbinosa. Samuel Imyo said, my SecGen, I cite you. Obo here, Temer. Please, who is the most respected king in Nigeria? A great my brother, yes. Please, who is the most respected king in Nigeria, like the king's hierarchy in Nigeria? If you want me to say anything, I will be sentimental, but we should have a coalition with the IPOB. IPOB have been very unsmart, they have been very rude, they have been very stupid. Anywhere I go, I tell them that they have been very too rude. They have been extremely very rude. You just don't sit in your parlor and start drawing map and including everybody into your map. If you want them to be part of you, you must come to them, negotiate, and seek for their consent. Not just sitting on your bedroom and start dragging them into it. It's not Hitler. It's not Hitler. Everyone has a freedom of being in a country. So if IPOB wants coalition, it should be well spread out, and yes, Louis Osas, I feel the same pain. I was one of those distinguished men today. He came by the office, a very big man in Benin, politics and tradition. Came to see me in the office today. I was shocked that Marvis, why you? We had a tect on these issues of Fulani and all that. 3 weeks, October 1st, when I went to see him in his house, we talked on quite some situation, the survivor of our land and how we can go about it. I gave him my opinion of exactly what we can do, and I told him that it's not as if we don't have plans, but it's the failure of our elites. We have had plans for the past 2 years of exactly what we can do. So, with our 10,000, with our 5,000, we can't go nowhere. IPOB is existing today because they have box of funds. Many people are not ready to put funds in where their mouth is. You know what they like doing? Unnecessary things like a party, things that does not have value, that does not have growth, that does not have a multiplier effect on the growth of their land. That's what every do zero like yeah party ya $50. Mama UP, Papa Don Sky of Canada, Don enemy Don B of Spain. Benin. These are frivolities that Benin people engages in. Why people are thinking of how to foster greater ideas in the promotion of either the sovereignty of a nation that can be reborn, or cohesive ideas that propagate the interest of the people. Benin don't engage in that. I know some people will say, let's start it now. We have been in the game for the past 3 years. We know how our people are. But if it is to be misbehaving and buying cars and going to club and drinking, that's what they engages on. So I'm used to our people. Okay, that picture that was circulating. When that picture was circulating, Frosh Lock Osman Oba Ewuare that Oba Benin went to sit at the back. A lot of people raised an eyebrow about it. It was painful to us as a people about raising an eyebrow. But anyway, Oba Benin was the last person at the back. You had Onitsha, the Obi of Onitsha and all that, MI of Burugu and all that. It doesn't mean that none of those kings are greater than Benin, that the king of Benin, Oba Benin got there late. And I showed you, we brought a video out where Oba Benin got to a place before they went to do that sitting arrangement, and the entire kings, Sultan of Sokoto stood up. I think it was only Sultan of Sokoto that did not stand up. Emma of Kano stood up, Oni stood up, Emma of Bogu, Obi of Onitsha, they all stood up to greet the Oba of Benin. Alright? And if you check the picture, it was only the Oba of Benin that had a sword bearer standing beside him. So it couldn't have been possible in the middle or at the front. So it was the only Oba of Benin that had the sword bearer standing beside him. That could only be possible at the back. So I know politics was involved. Well, you know how it is. If you are talking about political kings of Nigeria, I'm a realist. The most powerful king in Nigeria, if you want to hear when politics is involved, is Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto, where Degbe, Nigeria, Degbe, where Degbe is the most powerful. It's the Fulani are the most powerful people in Nigeria politically. These things are politics now. Then after Sultan of Sokoto, you have Emma of Kano. Then before you start talking about Oni of Ife, I'm talking about politics. And maybe Oba of Benin, number 5 or number 6. Politics. Politically, strongest kings in Nigeria. The strongest king in Nigeria is Sultan of Sokoto. That's reality. And not the Oba of Benin. But expert-wise, traditionally, splendor, someone that is most respected in the entire world. Obviously, it's the Oba of Benin. About that, let me go to. Did you see the Oni of Ife dressed in a Edo chief outfit on his last festival? That festival is called Olojo Festival. Now, that festival is done once in a year. Now, the Oni must go into seclusion for about 7 days. Now, when it comes out, it is the most purest. For Christians, you know, when you go to baptism, you become pure. So when you go to the Olojo festival, it's the most purest form that everyone can be. They become pure. Now, the point is, in 1990, August 26, 1990, when the late Oni Sujuwa, they also went to the Olojo festival. When he went into that seclusion for 7 days, he unknowingly confessed. We have the papers, we have the Lagos Weekend that recorded that interview, the journalist. He confessed to them that there is a law that must be obeyed by every Oni of Ife. That law was placed on every Oni by the founders of Ife, that on their traditional visitation to Benin, they must kill 7 black cows. 7 black cows. I think I put it out one certain time like that. Put it like there's the founders of Ife place a law that when any Oni is to traditionally visit Benin, he must kill 7 black cows. When Oba is traditionally visiting Ife, the Oni himself must kill 2 black cows. So that means a priority was placed on the Oni coming to Benin than the Oba Benin coming to Ife. So the question we have asked is that who was that founder or founders that gave that law of seniority? Because if the Oba of Benin is coming, or you are coming to meet the Oba of Benin, he does not make any sacrifice. But you are the one who is making sacrifice. So that means whoever plays that law to you acknowledges that the throne of Benin is older or senior to whatever that is in Ife. So anyway, let's not go into more controversies. But I'm just saying that yes, that's why he dressed like at that time they become spiritually pure, and when they are spiritually pure, they are connected to their Benin ancestry. So have I answered that one, Mr. Edwin Imate or more giver? Yes, burial rights. Yes, our brothers, they too like burial rights. As a NA, my brother. That's why Benin culture still maintains its uniqueness. Right, put it inside. Side chick, it's been a while. Obo here. Okay, Hill Water, you will add me up. My name is Imasuen Izodomwen on Facebook. Add me up. I will send that map to you. I think we need to vary that map. I've not really worked on varying that map. We spent over 250,000 naira in doing that map. One of our biggest projects, yet it's not viral. I think we need to vary that map. It was unveiled July 20th this year. Oba, my brother, Mr. Izodomwen, you came late to class. Bro, please, what do we do to unite our people? The truth will unite Edo people. The truth that team are cool, we don't know what's going. We don't even know what's happening. Other tribes are thinking. We are just here forming Oba. Other tribes are thinking. Am I cool? We have to tell people the truth. We have to recalibrate our minds and open our heads and put the truth inside of it. That it's either we stand together, or in the next few years we cease to exist. And Edwaya Bitave and me Iranve Yeku Loko. I mean Ranve Yeku Loko. That's what it means. The local represent the Oba. I mean Ranve Yeku Loko. How far, brother? Osai Sami, I did, bros. Yeah, that's when we were talking about the King. The centenary have nothing to do. Both in Ife. The cows will be killed both in Ife. So if the Oni is coming to Benin, he must keep 5 black cows. If the Oba Benin is coming to Ife, he must keep 2 black cows. That is the most important thing to do. Someone please help me spell my name for Hill Water. Yes. I spoke of yeah, they're all available. You can get a lot of those books everywhere. It's of the Benin bookshops. Back of the palace of the Oba of Benin, you can get a lot of those books. Fade Shewa, Iwalewa. We all need the map. We'll make it available now. Sorry. Keep the map available. So if I've not answered your question, please just re-forward it. There were so many other questions that popped up. There's so many other questions that popped up, and so we already know Benin is most oldest in the world, second oldest surviving. second oldest, not the oldest. I mean kingdom as a kingdom. Second oldest surviving. When writing it, always add surviving. Always add surviving. Second oldest. Japanese is the oldest, has the oldest surviving monarch. Benin has the second oldest. Anyway, I'm going to be releasing a video this week. The video documentary we're supposed to release part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Only part 1 came out. Then after part 1 came out, the part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. The stupidity of our Benin brother, because of greed, could withheld that video. That video was meant to answer all the lies some section of the people in Benin are propagating to deceive the minds of other sections of Benin. It was explicit. It's about an hour 45 minutes video, so it was done in parts. Only part 1 came out in that video. So me and the editor of the video, we had issues. So the other part, he just seized it because of greed, the Benin greed. He forgot that that video was for Imasuen Izodomwen. You know, that's the greed that no I log in money do. But however, I've got a new editor last week, so I've given him 1 or 2 jobs to test run. If that job is good enough, unfortunately, you see, let me quickly say this. Utaga iseva hwe angwana idonho where ovi Oba or editor imuna or viedo or Benin culture. So wide one I have been using a Benin brother who was supposed to understand better for this long. Suddenly greed turned his head upside down. So now I am not compelled to not get a willing, humble Yoruba person to be editing my videos. So do what I know that the official editor of Imasuen Izodomwen they na blow never well. That one I know edit a video banner. Why ever I had Benin people who was supposed to be doing the job, who I gave the responsibility to do this job so that we can not 2 year domo. But along the line, that bad spirits on a line. So I don't have any choice than to get someone who can really do this job and don't have a bad spirit tomorrow. So that's the situation we are. And I heard a video that was supposed to promote our culture, our history, because of greed. Because of greed. But however, I own the entire content, so I will not have to sit down again for another 1 hour 45 minutes to reproduce another video because of a human being's greed. Anyway, so maybe talking man anyhow. Wow. I won't tell you Destosas. I won't tell you. It's very popular on Facebook. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to divulge those names. I'm keeping it to myself. So, but that's the situation we are now. So, all of my subsequent videos is not going to be that too cultural because the person is not into cultural documentary. So, I now have to teach him. The guy is a fantastic editor. So, I'm now working with, there's an online platform, called TSL. So, will not be working with them. But they just said, let them test run, do 1 or 2 videos. If we like it, they'll not be working with them. And most of these persons are not Benin people. But look at my hands are tied. That's the situation. That's the situation we are. ESL will complain. When you get to ESL, there's no single Benin person working. There are about 12 persons in ESL's house that works as manual staffs. Only the two gate men that are Benin, Yanike, we Oba, we Calabar, we Hausa, you know, are you going? But he has had explained that every day that at a point in time when he was employing Benin people to work for him, he would call them that Unigo wa me not I will be paying you 50,000 naira. No, you come and work for me as Oviedo or him. Unigo or how me. He said, mention you have 70,000. Okay, 70,000. Are you happy with 70,000? I mean, okay, I will be paying you 100,000. Only I work Kokigo le 2-3 months straight to Libya. So right now, Iyase does not have and his own personal secretary. The guy now is so grounded in Benin history because Ibiya say yeah, Nyongwe edit, Nyongwe type. So the guy now, I can assure you 98% of Benin youth does not have the kind of knowledge that Ovi Kano is an Ika person. Does not have 99% of Benin youth does not have the knowledge the guy has about Benin history. That would have been a knowledge Iyase would have passed to a fellow Benin man. But no Benin man want to walk. Yeah, only a winner. The only thing that one want to do, Agberu, because it's quick money. Men are here to how to make money fast. These are the only things they endure. You they do what total you work. You go. It happens in this Benin. So it's appalling. It's appalling. And when we complain about these things as a man, you are supposed to you are supposed to leave the house, hustle, and get a job. Not just any job, but a legitimate job. You go to sites, go to all sites in Benin. You don't see a Benin person or will a bouquet. You don't. I think still few. I will Joma, we work competitive job. I mean, now I will learn this set of the last Benin people into carpentry. That means from your foundation to you complete your house in Benin land. If you're going on higher anymore. So and then people think that there is no problem, and when we come out and complain about these things that Benin people doesn't want to work anymore. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. Upshare, biya. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. So they don't want to work. Upshare, yeah, wow. No say I will not will you want so. No say I say ure. Or will you want? What kind of useless ideology? You don't want to work for anybody. You don't want to have a boss. You want to be a boss of your own. At one point in time, you have to be a servant before you can be a master. It is a principle that works everywhere. You have to be a servant before you can be a master. That is why some of the few Benins who are ready to work eventually distinguish themselves in the place of work. But the population of the Benins that are ready to work, they are less than 1%. I must say 2%. We have to start telling ourselves the truth. That's where the problem. On you had. I'm not into lands. I'm into housing. We're trying to develop a very good plan of housing estate in Benin because we're just some young bunch of Benin young guys are trying to boom up our estates, housing estate in Edo State. I go to the site every day. Some of my guides' jobs in the area side, and when we get to sites, you will not you will not hear anybody that I'm going to respond to you in your language, in your own land. It's terrible. Now, go. Any Benin, if you go to any house by this time, when we're going to now 3:29. I just got done with all my jobs for today, and that's why I'm coming online. If I'm not done with all my jobs, I don't think I'll be online. If I have a job, I should be on the site, and I don't think I'll come online and be talking about Benin history and all that. It's only when I'm free that I come online and talk, and that's why people hardly see me come online talking. So the point is, it's when you go to various homes at this time around 3:30, and you see anybody at home, you know it's a Benin man. Nya you winner. Nya wa total opshare. Ne bia wa do asi le bia si le bushmeat. Wa do anya wa ti opshare. Go there 50 by osamedeni. Ya finish 50 by 100 ni na ohoni. No ruwa. That's the problem. That's the only thing I want to do. And I was even talking to an enogi of a community. I don't want to mention him. It's quite a big enogi. I don't want to mention him. I was talking to him the other night. I was in your community the other day. Imasuen Izodomwen. Then after some talk, and I discovered that one of your community. That means you are telling me that a community where what you talking for. Why you talk? Ne emoto kaya bowa boga sege. That means, in other words, I was invariably asking, that is, you being the enogi, in the next few years, your own sons or grandchildren, they will come to their own community and buy land. This is appalling. Ekai. The community had a temerity as developed as Ekai to sell over 1,500 by 1,500 to a church, Winners Chapel. 1,500, not lease, an outright sale of land. 1,500 by 1,500. You're not in a church run by a Yoruba person. You're not here. 1,500 by 1,500. I deal with land. I see what is happening. I went to one community warfare. No. You see a Benin person selling 50 plots on 100 by 100, year 50 for less than 1 million naira. And a man on him turning a Obo, Shekiri. So tomorrow, the crisis we're having at Gelegele now, tomorrow, those Robo, those Ijo, now comes out and saying Yanya community, because the guy has almost sold the entire community to illegal foreigners, not even his own fellow Benin person. This is something we see every single day happening in our land, and we know that there is so much problem in our land. That is why we don't discuss politics, we don't discuss, because we have so much problem as a people to deal with. We have so much problem. So much that by the time, I just pray, by the time we realize ourselves, it will not be too late. How can the Oba be the problem? The Oba is Benin problem. Take it or leave it. Patosa. That's not true. Patosa. That is not true. I disagree with you. I don't want. No. I don't like people insulting anybody. That's not insult. People has a potential of having their own opinion. Buff. I'm telling you, Patosa, that's not true. I give a very good example like this. When some people are trying to ascribe the Benin problem to the Oba, I tell them this, that no, that's not true. When did the Benin people build the greatest civilization? When? At what time of our life did we attain what you and I are proud of, the history that we are proud of today? At the time when the Oba of Benin was the administrative head, was the political head, was the traditional herd of our people. Do you understand? When the Oba of Benin was in charge, we had a prosperous nation for hundreds of years. But he no longer has that power. The Beninese lost their sovereignty in 1897. The last independent king of Benin was Oba Ewuare. Every other Oba after Oba Ewuare, Oba Ewuare II, Oba Akenzwa II, Oba Erediawa II, Oba Ewuare, the present Oba, they no longer have that independence as a king. It is the government first before any monarch anywhere in the world, not just applicable to Ole Edo or Nigeria. So we are no longer greater as a people because the Oba of Benin is no longer in charge. That's fact. If you have your own fat counter, I've grown through insulting people. So, like I said in our last video, that when people have a contrary view or contrary opinion as to your opinion, don't insult. Just like Pat Osa, probably he has his reason for saying so. So you find out why he said so and give him facts, just like the one I've given why what he has said is not true. So everybody knows that when the Oba was the administrative, the political, and the traditional head of the people, of the Edo people, we were prosperous. The world envied us. Then when he lost that sovereignty, we are not like this. That means he's not the problem. Common sense. Some of those things are no longer too applicable. Some of those traditions are died down. It's still applicable though to a large extent. Give me the new Benin map. Yes. Another very big problem. Orene, Brure, Lisbon, Gabari. You are very correct. They have left their communities and they are shocking Benin. Some of their communities are just 15 minutes drive to Benin. So why would you leave your community and start dragging another person's community? Wema Ogben Weyeni, Omanya, it's someone else's community. Wema, it's Sapler Road, all those Eka, those Obe, those Ulemon, those Ogba, those the Ogorobi, Obazakmon, Ogege, this and this. Omabe Onya community ni Nuwegbenaini, where you are fighting to go and build your own house. Do you know that it's another person's community? Why can't you see most of the communities in Benin does not take 30 minutes drive before you drive to Benin if they are good roads? So I wonder why you leave your own community for a stranger to come and dominate your own community and come and be fighting another person's community with them. Stay in your community. But why you are, live there. My uncle, about 3-4 of us. Because I'm not I have a plan of building a very good mansion in my community. What am I doing in Benin City? My community is just about, if the road is just about 20-25 minutes drive. How long does it take some people driving from mainland to island in Lagos? Hours. And some people still survive. Some people live at Badagry and live at but almost ending of Lagos and works in Lekki every day, and they survive. Being hours on the road Then why you are just, your community is just 20 minutes away from Benin City, then you said you cannot survive. Then our compacted Benin. My brother, you gave a very nice point, sir. God bless you. Gabari. Nice point. I compacted. Then they are thinking there's no problem. We have a very big problem in our hands, and we should not fail at all times to mention it. We want to excel. We want to take practical decisions, steps in actualizing greatness of it. These are some of the things that are very practical. What are even the Enogis? Those guys are worse off, as a matter of fact. What are they doing in Benin City? Most of them. I know a lot of Enogis are staying in Benin. How can an Enogi live in his own dukedom? How to total it do? What? By default, it's not supposed to be an Enogi. How can an Enogi live his own dukedom? If an Enogi sits on his own dukedom, he will be able, if he wants good life, he will be able to petition the state government to come and do roads so that he will have roads to his community. Because here I stay, he will petition, say, come and put electricity in my community. Because here I stay. They don't stay there, they stay in Benin, so they don't care what is going on there. But right here, oh, he said, I know some of them like that. He showed that Enogi told in public. I don't want to mention him. The very popular person in Benin. In public, public said that that's not an Enogi of a community. I bless that courageous Benin man that told him that Enogi we kon we ekinwe yena o me Enogi oge ekinwe bo wa wo na e do wo sin yen na mo gwa e wo wo I think $1 yen ye we na do make it do bo why we be $1 way. The Enogi was shocked to his bone marrow. The one of Fils Benin. These are little things that we must address. Then you are total Ewuare, Enogi. I want John way, yeah. Go back to your community. Why I total why like do. Those are what we should start clamoring for. False. I don't know what you meant by false. I have a false one. I've told you people that learning a new language is a time. Whether people take it serious or not, it's the father and the mother. That's how you learn. It's if you want children to learn a new language, that not just that's the problem most Benin parents makes. When you speak Benin to your child, it is compelling on your child to reply you with Benin. That is why that's the problem. Osayuki Samegume. Okay, daddy. You have missed it. Whoever missed any, you have missed it. Otherwise, you have a child that hears Benin that doesn't speak. So when you speak Benin to your child, he or she is compelled to reply you in that same Benin. It's language 101. It's language 101. It's just like if I speak English to a child and the child replies me in Benin, that means I'm having a child that hears English that can't speak English. It's a simple logic. So my uncle usually tell me, it is a dunia. That's your fault. That's not their fault. It's not their fault. A child is called a tabula rasa. When a child is born, he or she is born with an empty brain. So whatever you program in there becomes the child. When you speak the language to your child, the child mustn't reply you with another language except the language you speak. And a year or two, you have a child that speaks and hears Benin. So you don't need your child to the government to enforce any law. This secret I just told you, that is the way out. Very simple. As I don't know you were, your child must be compelled to reply you in that same way. Otherwise, they are bad guys. So those enigies, some of them bad pass you and I. You and I mean the poporiso. Yeah, bad it be. Yeah, well I mean no guess yeah. When are you more? So, but the truth is this: the Benin society strive in truth. When I mean truth spoken with wisdom and not in arrogance. So if I'm to put my message to my Noge tomorrow, I don't have to be arrogant about it. That Noge, come on, you're totally. Women, they are older. The tradition compels us to respect them, even if we now know better on how we can develop Benin society. But we must tell them the truth in a polite, respectful manner. Because if we'll try to be arrogant about it, try to be arrogant about the truth, we fall the same victim of the same law that they are broken. We are all compelled by law, and as a Benin man, you must respect your elder, irrespective of whether your elder, what he or she is doing is wrong or right. We are compelled by the law. So whenever we are passing this truth to our elders, we are also compelled by the same law to pass it in an organized, comported manner, devoid of insults and unnecessary bickering. Otherwise, we end up even making them not having mind to do all these things. So, and the change that we are talking about starts from you and I. I keep saying it. The society of the Benin was built on truth. We must tell people the truth. But when we are telling them, we must not fight over it. We must not quarrel over it. No tanse e mataga gwalidagbo e dey do tie. No tanse e mataga gwalidagbo. Obviously, we know better than most of these enigmas that this is your duty. That no get salary. This is what you are supposed to do. But while we are trying to tell them that, we must tell them, knowing fully well that they are our fathers. I'm looking forward to a Benin society where the younger ones are very respectful. I tell my girlfriend all the time that if you want me to empty my bank account for you as a Benin man, a day I will move you go you talk. What you may lie so lamogun me was scatter. The Benin people feel on respect. We must imbibe those characteristics in our children. That irrespective of wherever you see your elders. My niece, she speaks Benin because I send her money like every week. And the more I send her money is that because she hears Benin very well. Ohendo but Ezedo. What I devised a means. Not I mean, and Naomi Zedo. Never else, no one more area, but on my late, she's about 9 or $8. And I will go, yeah, $1. Yawa send the ego. I'll be sending her money for our tea fare, like our expenses, our upkeep every week. So, upkeep in it. But on the condition that all that she must call me for the upkeep where uncle you go man, brother you go my phone, you know. And I got it man. Ever do to Agbamori there. I remember is Zedo. And the law is Zedo mama to explain in what you go. Where me go ni. So she's now you are Lenedo, you are time daddy teach me how to speak Hamo. Teach me how to speak her. Teach me how to speak this Bini. I didn't know what I get on it for her. So these things are tactical. These things are tactical. It is our responsibility to ensure that they do that. If we've failed, we don't have to go and tell Obaseki that Obaseki is the reason why my son or my daughter is not speaking her own language. Obaseki Oba Ewuare. I'm not saying government does not play a role. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying government does not play a role. Yeah, government plays a role. But the first role, the first duty of the language. Europe. I have a lot of European brothers. Somaliland will show you. After I spoke about this language, a lot of them called me and put their children on speaker, and their children were speaking impeccable Benin language, impeccable Benin language. Now what Zedo say? One was even asking me, brother, what Zedo say? Okay, Zedo mama, do Zedo. I think they are in Spain but they are twins. So it's not weird. I had a lecturer that was so intelligent, Dr. Makiden, back then in the University of Ife. He was so sound. He doesn't look like other lecturers I've met all my life. Then one day I asked him that, did you actually school in Nigeria? And he told me something that I will never forget. He said, it's not where you schooled that matters. It's how you schooled. It's how you schooled, not where. It's not where your location is that matters. It's what you want your children to be like that matters, not location. Oba Russia. Your children will be speaking Russia, they will be speaking English, and they'll still be speaking Benin. That's why they are children. They are tabula rasa. Their brain, they are born with a full complement of the brain, but yet their brain is empty. Nothing is. It is what? It's just like it's just like a machine. You program it to be what you want. You can program your child or your children to be exactly what you want them to be. And language is part of it. So, I'm telling you the reality. I'm telling you the reality. Wakoyo. Anyway, I told you I have a group on Facebook. Oh, sorry. Now this group I'm still currently using, is not mine page. It belongs to our brother Mr. Nathaniel Akanwa, a very great brother, a very great brother. I have a page that I wish to be lecturing. The edition of my Benin lecture. It's called Ugoron, the Ancient Keepers of Great Benin History. So by the time we get probably our first 1,000 members on the group, then we'll start probably using the page for live videos and all that, so that I want a booming. We have projects upon project that we want to do by 2020, and God helping us, we are going to do all that we can to do all on how to push the Benin history to every four corners of the earth, and how to change the orientation of the current minds of our people. And that's exactly how we can make that change the way it ought to be like. So I'm almost rounding up because I'm getting really, really very tired. It's hard to talk for this long, and it's hard to talk for this long. I don't know how people talk for this long. It's very hard and it's very exhausting. If I did one for inside AC 9 for 2 makes sense. AC raw and the weather was on. I may relax. 3:56. That's the problem with that. People see my child more as a what? That's because Brian Robo, that's exactly what you wanted. That's exactly what you want. As a man, you must be in charge of your family. That's exactly what you want your family to be. My children must speak in it. If you miss it when they were children, forget about it. I've told people that cause be unto me if I'm not a practicer of what I preach. First, I don't wear any other clothes. I don't wear Hausa clothes. Those ashwebi, those I don't wear. Maybe joy. If I wear any native, it has to be my Benin style of dressing. It's who I am. Everybody knows. I don't do the agbada do yeah. Ashweb. Me I say to I'm not saying those who are wearing it, they are not free to. But me as a principled Benin man, I changed my name to Izodomwen because I asked one question. My real name, let me not say it's not my fake name. The name that my parents gave to me, that is in all my certificate, is Malvis. I think my dad is not calling me Izodomwen. But it got to a point, self-enlightenment, over a year ago, and I said, I cannot be ascribed as Malvis anymore.
Hello.
Alpha.
Alpha.
I just did a live video. I did a live video. I'll soon be done.
Right.
So, at the point in time, it got to a point I realized that I cannot be addressed as Malvis, because in reality, I'm not an English man. And as such, I should be called. I gave myself my own name is Izodomwen. So today, I tell my mother Izodomwen, self-enlightenment. So let us be self-enlightened that there are things we can no longer do. You want Benin dressing to be popular, then you must wear it. You must be compelled to wear it. The major reason everybody wears those Yoruba clothing is because they popularized it. Every Yoruba wears their clothes. If you do mana you pongedo. I want on ya. Me and my friend might take back a marriage or sima that happened April. When we were suggesting clothes that my friend will wear. You know, I suggest dashiki. I'm going back behind. You saw that I deleted myself from that WhatsApp group because of that matter. And eventually, they want to call me back and they begged me. I'm sorry. You can call me a tribalist. I don't fucking care. I'm a Benin man. And the only thing that matters to me is Benin. So, I'm not saying you shouldn't wear anything, but this is my own friend. We grew up together as a childhood. And I told my friend, many times I will pay for everything. I'm going to get to love and or Gano. Why they on our arranger, man. On our arranger, and he was very happy. This is how we make the change. The change must start from us. So when I say that my children must speak Benin, my beer, when I start having my children, because I've seen children that speak better Benin than their father, because that's what I'm going to do. Hey, man, I go as do English, mathematics, the language first. It's my priority. So this is how we make the change. We must be that instrument of change, and whatever we say, we must do it. I'm not known not to be a practicer of what I preach. I'm a tana brown robo we give be me way unagiagbon aye. You find a way of abbreviating it. I be brown robo na me understand my brother. Wana meaning na mula dia. Not verse, Mr. Semige, Kelvin. I can't reply everyone at the same. Sometimes it just flip through. You are my friend on Facebook. Now you see the Benin type of dressing. So what I'm expecting some bunch of young Benin stylists. Young Benin stylists. When stylists, those people into styles, I be stylists in actually the super. So start evolving our Benin clothes so that it can fit. It can be simple because it's big, it's huge. But there's a way we cannot be making it Beninish. Although it will be our style will start coming up with concepts, modern. They should start evolving the concept of how we dress, alright, so that it can be appealing with the modern way of general dressing. These are things that people can do as a stylist. I laugh at our people. I started my own company on insuring of CFO and all that. I'm already paying 2 staffs already for doing so because I'm trying to do it different. I pay so much for advert. I pay people to do advert. But we have to start evolving. We are not mediocres as a people. So whatever we are doing, we must be thinking of how to grow it fast. So all these stylists, they're not thinking that they can make this thing really making sewing Benin clothes. Not start evolving it gradually. That is, when the last time I went to Igun, I was mocking them. Now when I wear a maton in the year 16 AD, ego gisho. I wear maton Igun. I wear brass casting. When I wear brass casting, I go by Oba Ewuare. I wear in Anania of Igun. Then you are not expecting that the world should not stand still for Benin bronze, because the Benin bronze makers are not thinking, they are not advancing, they are not seeing that you can evolve these things by. When you mean evolve, a better way of production. I'm not saying changing the stylistic approach. But I'm just saying there should be a better way of now evolving our artworks to suit The modern way, that's what everybody does. That's what we call the principle of science advancement. That's technology. If those were our art technology, we should also find a way of advancing these things so that it can be appealing to modern people. When I wear bronze, go get sorry, I wear bronze. We are here. No evolution. Yes, that's the point. And we have to be wearing it. How are you anywhere now? You any function? How are you from there? I know many people that has called me and say, "Ah, wow, I would love the way you dress." The tailor, man, but it's not calling. Because someone will have your remain the past 6 months, maybe in 3 years. Because I look forward to programs. And whenever programs are there, like that day, ESS birthday, when me call your mayor, no, me and Taylor will just sit down, get away, me, I'm at that bench, arrange it, and the money, the buluku color will be like my head color. Then you create a small posse, add the color where you are, so that we are trying to grow. As I saw that when I wear it, it becomes appealing to beneath people to say, guy now, when do one more say? That's why you when do you know? Okay. Brown Robo is your music. Okay. That's why you when do you know? That's the point, my brother. Anyway, I'm rounding up now. Let Benin start thinking of creativity. Let Benin start thinking of growth. Let Benin start thinking of how to do things exceptionally different from how we're doing things, thereby bringing fresh ideas into the growth of whatever endeavor. There are so many things that our ancestors did that are still open that we can pick up and do, put a bit of modern ideas into it, and like this, we are like this. So no wala women in one. So na the man say, and we should always remember that we should be our brother's keeper. It is most important. Anywhere you see your Benin person, wherever you're located, always know that is your brother, irrespective of what he or she has done to you or 20 that guy that messed up or 10 if I see the opportunity of we working together tomorrow in the future, I will always work with him. I've learned that if my destiny is to do what I am doing, I don't have any reason to pick offense with what any of my brothers does to me. I'm born to take shit from everybody as far as they have been in. So Samu Jamel, sorry, you came very late today. Uyigwe, you came very late. I'm just rounding up now. So I want to thank all of you, and I want to appreciate all of you that has been very supportive of our program. I want to thank you all especially that will continue to do all that we can to promote our history, to promote our heritage, to promote our culture, and to promote our traditions. And don't forget, October 20th, I did a video to my group, Association of Great Benin Descendants. We did a video to appreciate His Royal Majesty Oba Ewuare II, on wishing him happy birthday, October 20th, and happy 3rd year coronation anniversary. Oh, hallelujah. So I don't know all the activities that will be in the palace, but we are going to be there just like we were there last year when we launched the Benin Red Book to groove and celebrate with our father for his birthday and for his 3rd year coronation anniversary. So that our Poporia anyway, I want to, on behalf of me and my executives, Association of Great Benin Descendants, and all members of GVDO all over the world, we are wishing His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uko Apollo Oba Ewuare the second, a very happy birthday to our father, for being a great father, for being a dependable father, for being a father who loves his children, and also wishing him a fruitful, joyous, and a prosperous um, third year coronation anniversary. Oba Ewuare we said, so next time, I don't know when will be next time, but sooner or later you're going to see a lot of the video I promised before. On Friday it will be made available on Great Benin page and all the pages of that has Benin historical inclination will be made available. There I talked about Ogiso versus Oba, the concept of the Ogiso and the Oba defined. That is the title of that video. So you're going to be hearing where I mentioned that the word Ogiso and Oba means the same thing. Bah. So I thank you all very much for coming and being participating on this today's. I'll see you all very soon. Oba Ewuare, yes sir. And lastly, my name is Imasuen Izodomwen. Okay, remember the map. Send me a text. Just send me a text on Facebook or to remind me so that I can send it to you personally. Alright? Waya Obavan, take care. Ah, God.